welcome back to another episode of my Tulane Green Wave Dynasty here on College Football 25, where we're in year 5. We're getting ready to take on West Virginia. We are currently the number 2 team in the country. We were at number 1 for a couple weeks. We dropped after Georgia had an impressive victory over Florida. Down at number 2. We've been really good this year, though. We have certainly looked the part. We have, really just played extremely well. Coming off of a 38-3 victory over Arizona, where Trey Bueno set the career NCAA touchdown reception mark. The next step now is the yardage mark for the career for the superstar junior wide receiver. We're taking on West Virginia here this week, though. They're at 5-5, but from a talent perspective, from overall perspective anyway, this is probably the best team in the Big 12 that we have played thus far. They got throttled by Tennessee, got beat bad by Baylor at home, got beat by BYU, beat by Texas Tech, beat by Utah, but they are coming off of 2 back-to-back pretty impressive victories by 2 touchdowns over UCF. And then at home, upsetting a top 25 Oklahoma State team. So the Mountaineers at least do have some positive momentum coming back in their favor. Now, when we take a look at this roster, it's one that looks solid, but doesn't scream this super high overall. Khalil Wilkins is a pretty solid quarterback, decent athlete, good arm strength. He's very, very accurate. That is, without question, his biggest strength. And he's been rock solid this year, second year as a starter, 19 touchdowns against 4 interceptions. Completion percentage and yards per attempt pretty well right in line from where it was last year. It's been a little bit more of a run-heavy team. They've got McMullen here as a receiving back. Thomas, I would guess, is going to get most of the carries, though, as an elusive back. Neither one of these guys are great, but they're both solid. McMullen just kind of lacks a little bit of athleticism. Hagman maybe get some playing time, but I would expect it to be McMullen and Thomas. Solid wide receivers, but nothing that overly stands out. There is some explosiveness here. Reynolds and Washington and Gunn do have pretty good speed. Got a couple of really good tight ends, though. I would imagine Solomon Beaver is going to get some looks here as more of a receiving option, while Paris John is an elite blocking tight end, just obviously not as good an athlete, but Beaver is legit. Probably the best player on the entire offense from like an in-game perspective. Good left tackle. The offensive line in general is solid, not great though. Defensive line, very good all the way across. The linebackers, really, really solid. Have some athleticism here. Maybe not crazy, but pretty good. Decent speed and size amongst this cornerback group, but does get a little smaller here with Wingate and Podluzny, but solid nonetheless. Do have some athleticism, some talent there at safety. The big thing to me is at some point in time, this game always gets tough eventually when you keep playing a bunch of road games. And after we started off the season with 2 out of 3 games being at home, we have only played 1 or 2 home games since then. We are going on the road here yet again. Definitely a schedule that did not work in our favor here in year 1 in the Big 12. But excited to see what we could potentially do here against West Virginia. Now, I know they have kind of an all-Navy look. I think I want to go with that for them. Have us go with our base uniforms on the road. 5 o'clock kickoff should be a night game, I would think. Yeah, we're ready to hop in. We would be the favorite here, certainly. Probably, if Vegas was asking, probably somewhere between a 10 and 13-point favorite with how well we have played this year. But I think it's equally important just to remember that, we're trying to prove ourselves. You could say we've been disrespected by the media, being dropped below Georgia after they had one super significant win over Florida. Our schedule has not been as much of a gauntlet, at least at this point, that it has looked like so far as how other teams on our schedule have played. But it's been a lot of road games. It's been a lot of success. We have largely taken care of business. We have 2 one-score games. That is it. Everybody else, Tulane has been able to beat by multiple scores. See if we continue that trend, or if West Virginia is maybe the type of team that can give us some problems here. Boggs not able to operate, get a whole lot of room there. We do see Celestia Chin in this offense come out. Been a very, very good rush offense this year, while Celestia Chin has been very effective and efficient, has taken care of the football. 9 interceptions, I believe it is now, on the season. And that's with 4 coming in week 1. Been really good at taking care of the football. Outside of that, Eric Browning, the nation's leading rusher, with a good run there on first down. Going to set up a 3rd and inches now after his 2nd carry. Going to take it, just going to hand this off to Browning, who does finish falling forward, gets the first down. Tulane has liked to be very run heavy on these road games. 3 runs to start things off. Celestia Chin, play action. We'll try to dump this to Campanero, but it's dropped. Could have maybe gotten that to Muhammad over the middle. Now it's 3 wide receivers all on the right side. Campanero by himself over on the left. Chin takes the snap. Going to throw this. Campanero drops it again. Not really the best decision making here from Celestia Chin. Trying to make quick reads. Chin takes the snap. It's a 3rd down. Underneath to Bueno. Don't think he's going to fall forward enough. Tulane runs it on their first set of downs. End up getting the first down. Go pass happy. Kind of 2 tough throws. Not a great punt. Maybe they get a lucky bounce here. Do get a solid bounce. So it ends up working out okay. Celestia Chin kind of forcing the ball to Campanero there early. Ends up falling with 2 incompletions on 2 tough passes for him to catch. Now we'll see Khalil Wilkins in this offense for the first time. And they do go wide. 2 tight ends here on the field and the running back in the slot. So looks like you're going to use both of these tight ends a ton here. This is to the running back underneath. Leave that one as Thomas goes for a gain of 9. They immediately go to the hurry up. That moves Beeman into the backfield. That's the more athletic tight end. It's going to be a run to him. Kilgo shuts it down. Going to set up now a 3rd and 3. Really good initial play there. Beeman in the backfield again. Go empty. Underneath. Halt. Pretty quickly on the tackle. But a first down nonetheless. Be another carry here for Beeman. Loses 2 again. Kilgo has chased him down twice now for a loss of yards. Wilkins takes the snap. This time it's going to be a pass. Going to throw this over to the left side. That one's dropped. Amerson got there right as the ball did. Able to knock that one away. So a 3rd and 12. West Virginia goes empty yet again. Going to be a lot of hurry up. Going to be a lot of empty sets. A lot of quick throws underneath. Great throw there. And there is Beeman, the speedster at tight end, is going to take this one 62 yards for a touchdown. Beaver, excuse me, not Beeman. I said it in the opener and the preview. Really, really fast, athletic tight end. Makes a huge play there. 3rd and 12 over the middle. Found a soft spot against the cover 4. Takes that to the house. West Virginia up 7-0. Just outran the secondary there for Tulane. Boggs is going to take this for a touchback. See how Tulane responds. This is a tough road environment. There have been undefeated teams in the past that have fallen here. This is going to be a flag. Campanero, this was going to get brought back. This is already kind of shaping up to be one of those super tough games here for Tulane. You need a quick spark. Obviously, it's just 1 drive. You're still in the first quarter. Things can get a little crazy quickly here. Chin takes the snap. Gonna try to throw a bullet. It's going to get hit. It's going to set up a 2nd and 12. Things are not looking great right now for Tulane. You got to get something set up here. 2nd and 12. Got to get, 2nd and 20. Got to get 10 to 12 of this here. It comes in motion. They try to set up a screen. They get it to Browning. Get some block, but did not get the one there on the outside. They set up a 3rd and 16. West Virginia backing way off. Chin takes the snap. Try to just throw that up for Bueno to maybe give him a chance to make a play, but Chin gets hit. Tulane struggling. They go through spurts of this. Typically, it has happened when they're already having a lot of success in the game. They'll go through spurts where the offense is not necessarily clicking. That hold set them back. 2 tight ends here on the field. It is going to be a pass. Over, knocked away at the last second. Nice play from Bickley. Paris John was the intended target. Trying to get back there. Wide open guy underneath. Again, it's not guys with like that high-end super explosiveness, man. They can move. It's not top-end speed, but it is quick, it's acceleration. And there's 2 tight ends that can make plays. This is going to be a running back, or excuse me, a wide receiver taking the handoff. This is being a gain of 8. Tulane is reeling here early. Be a read option. Wilkins just going to take it. Takes the hit from Briscoe. Does get the 1st down. Free forced to make a choice. He made one. It was not the right one. 1st and 10. Trips on the left side. Nowhere immediately for Wilkins to go. Gets it out. So far, West Virginia doing a nice job of getting the ball out quick, not letting this pass rush get there. And then on that one, offensive line held up really well. 2nd and 10. Quick RPO. Need a nice open field tackle and a great one there from Briscoe. Ends up being a gain of 4. Beaver again making plays. 3rd and 6. Crucial down here. Snap is taken underneath. There's the other tight end, Paris John. Gets a 1st down. Tulane's in trouble early. Wilkins being very decisive. A redshirt senior, been in the program a long time. 2nd year as a starter. It's going to be a run. Thomas gets another good one. Jordan with another tackle in the run game. 7 or 8 yards down the line of down the field. Not exactly what you're looking for. Looks like 4 wide receivers out there now. Can't go there. Free. Free has got hands of bricks. He cannot pick all passes. That's a great opportunity to make something happen there. 3rd and 3. Wilkins takes the snap. Oh, and there's going to be a touchdown. Paris John. One-on-one coverage with Elijah Kilgo. Just a quick out, quick decision. Kilgo playing the inside. John goes to the outside. Kilgo could not knock the pass down. West Virginia up 14-0 here. Tulane in a really tough spot. You got to get something going here on offense. Got to stop having penalties. Got to make something out of this. Here we go. Holds have been known to kill drives. So run play. Browning, good carry. Gain of 7. It's a Tulane team that is definitely explosive enough to be okay in this situation, but you don't want to keep falling down here. Tries to get this to Bueno. Does fit it into the superstar wide receiver there. 1st down. Staying with this 4 wide receiver pistol look. It's going to be another carry to Browning. It's a gain of 3. Browning goes in motion. Try to dump this to him, but Browning this time is going to get hit in the backfield, and it is now a 3rd and 11. They are West Virginia playing with their hair on fire here defensively. Chin takes the snap. Muhammad's going to grab that, and he's going to barely get the first down. Make decisions and make them quickly. Name of the game. Peppers comes in motion. Jet pass to him. He's going to maybe get to the outside. Has to spin inside. He only gets a gain of 2. This is a team that looks really fast here. Chen's going to take the snap. Going to try to throw one up. He's getting hit. This is a really, really good West Virginia front, and Tulane is not blocking them right now. Not allowing for deep fades or anything to get set up. Going to dump this to Browning. Only gets a yard, and Tulane is going to have to punt again. This passing attack has not looked good. The offense has not really looked good in general. West Virginia just doing a really, really nice job on defense. That front is playing extremely well. Haber back to punt. It's a solid one off this time. He does not take it for a fair catch. Start off at their own 23. So this is now a huge possession here for Tulane defensively. Can't go down another score. There's Sean coming across, very likely a run. Play action. They're going to call that a pass interference on Kilgo. No, illegal man down the field. Ineligible receiver. Always call that the wrong thing. Okay, so something finally works out in Tulane's favor, as that was another wide open throw over the middle. We now got trips here on the right side. Said it's going to be a throw over to the left. Gain of 8, though. They're playing really well. Another throw this time. He gets chased. It's going to be a sack. Robert Lucien gets back to the quarterback. Forces a fumble. West Virginia is able to pick it up. The last time they had a 3rd and long, it became a 62-yard touchdown. This is going to be another sack. Ishmael and Fuller. Cantu was coming through there as well. Quick pressure. Wilkins had no chance, so Tulane's defense makes their first stand of the game. Trying to give this Tulane offense some momentum, a little room to work with. Looking for a fair catch. Tulane with a good field position here. First and 10. It's going to be a handoff. Browning able to kind of bounce around there. Oh my Lord, takes a big hit. Able to hold on to it. Now it's a 2nd and 12. Peppers goes in motion. West Virginia shifting a lot defensively. Chin takes the snap. Underneath, Bueno gets the catch, gets the first down. Right now, everything Tulane is doing, they're playing kind of in a box, though. And I got this crowd quiet. Chin takes the snap. Going to fit this into Muhammad. There's a flag on the play, and it is going to be a hold from the center neighbors. Tulane just cannot catch a break. Cannot catch a break offensively. 1st and 10. Screen to Browning. Gets some good initial blocks. Browning makes a nice move back to the inside. Gives them a little chance to roll here. 2nd and 6. Chin takes the snap. Got Bueno. He's going to loft it up. There it is. It's a touchdown. Tulane strikes. One-on-one coverage. The safety bites down. Nobody to help over the top. Celeste Chin, as soon as Bueno gets off his man, just lobs that one sky high Almost ended up lobbing it a little too much. Bueno able to run underneath it. Tulane strikes after a really nice defensive stand. 14-7 now. Now maybe this offense can cook a little bit. They've got to stop with the holds. Offensive line has got to play better than what it is doing here so far. Giving up pressure to Chin. The holds that have, ruined one drive. Here we go. Get a nice open field tackle. Jordan at times can give you a bad angle, but he tackles extremely well in space. 2nd and 8. Thomas in the backfield with Wilkins. It's a carry to him, and look who it is, Cantu. So good against the run. Third and 6. Off the field, it's a play action. Kind of in the middle of a mosh pit of people. That one's going to end up falling incomplete. Tulane forces another punt. They make some magic happen here. Doucette pick it up and get body slammed there. Back out on offense, though. The holds have been telling so far. Feels like this Tulane offensive line do not think that they can block West Virginia. Good run there. Browning running with no nonsense. See Cordell Finnerty now for the first time. It's a 2nd and 6. It's going to be a handoff to Finnerty. Only gets one. 3rd and 3 set up now. Not get the block. This West Virginia crowd is into it. Chin takes the snap. Myrtle underneath the tight end gets the first down. Still 2 tight ends. They're starting to crowd the box a little bit. This is going to be a handoff to Browning. Good blocking. It's a gain of 5. Chin takes the snap and try to get this over to Muhammad, who does make the catch and breaks through. When I first recruited Muhammad, I really worried about the athleticism. The one thing that really stands out with him is he can break a tackle. Chin going to get this to Muhammad there over the middle, making his presence felt, the big number 2 wide receiver. Maybe not in targets and how many looks he gets. Number 2 on the depth chart. Chin takes it. There's Muhammad again, but he gets hit. Cannot get it to him. 2nd and 10. Big hole up the middle. It's going to be a run to Browning. He goes up the middle. It's a gain of 6. That's up a 3rd and 4. Big play here. Chin takes the snap. Has nowhere to go with it. Is going to get sacked. They're really struggling to block West Virginia right now. We're now at the 2-minute warning. Helmke's field goal attempt is up and is going to doink off the upright. West Virginia maintaining a 14-7 lead. Helmke's kick just never moved. Trips to the left. Quick pass over to the right. Gain of 6. West Virginia kind of weirdly huddled up there. Underneath. Just make the tackle. Wilkins has been very impressive. Tulane running a ton of zone today. That one underneath, Kilgo able to knock it down. And it feels like Tulane is just a half step slow in coverage. Play action. That time he got in front of Kilgo, and that's a huge play. Tulane is in massive trouble there as Reynaud makes the play. Tulane's in bad trouble. Bad trouble here. Kilgo got to depth, right into the spot Kilgo should be at. Ends up being a little too deep, though. Underneath. How did he catch that? This is insanity. West Virginia's got one timeout left. You need somebody's got to make a play defensively. They did not make one on that play as Beaver gets out of bounds. Tulane's in trouble. They're in trouble in this one. Underneath, right on top of him, but John makes the catch. Running out of time here. That ball is thrown in a bad spot. You've got to pick off the passes when you are struggling like this. That's 2 dropped interceptions in this game. They could completely have changed momentum. West Virginia does not miss their field goal attempt. It is a 17-7 lead here. Tulane's just been bludgeoned in the first half. West Virginia is throwing it all over the yard. Outside of that 1-3 down set, they have blocked extremely well up front. They're, getting rid of the ball quickly. Guys are way too wide open. West Virginia's defensive front's playing extremely well. I mean, getting pressure on Celeste Chin. Tulane's been able to run the football here and there, but now you're down 10 points. Your defense does not look like it's going to get a stop today, consistently. Big throw over to the left side, that big tight end making plays. I don't know what the answer is. Tulane's got to figure something out, like right now. It's another pass, wide open, great open field tackle. Another pass. Wilkins trying to scramble out, throws that one away. It's going to set up a 3rd and 5. Can Tulane get off the field here? Wide open, guys. Well, I guess it wasn't really wide open, but Ishmael, doesn't matter, able to get back there and gets the sack. Tulane's defense makes a stand here to start the second half. Tulane has already left 3 points on the board. See if that plays out long term as being significant. I have a feeling it is going to. In a game you're already down 10. 3 wide receivers. Peppers coming across. Chen takes the snap. We get this Campanaro underneath. Makes the catch this time. It's a gain of 2. Tulane is having to earn every yard. It's a handoff to Browning. Nice run. First and 10. Chen takes the snap. Trey Bueno again is going to catch it and run. Touchdown. The success of running the football does occasionally create the opportunity to take a shot deep. Tulane gets West Virginia. They pull them up on this play. Nobody is deep enough. Trey Bueno strikes again. 5 catches, $128, 2 touchdowns. Helmke's kick is up. It is good. The game should be tied right now. But Tulane is in it. See if the defense can rise to the occasion again. West Virginia is going to open this possession at their own 25. 3 wide receivers. One's technically a tight end. Underneath to the other tight end. Great open field tackle there. Screen game. Thomas able to outrun Kilgo. Really, really nice burst from him there. 3rd and 3 now. Another big play here defensively. 3rd and 3. Gonna dump this off. Should be a big loss of yards, and it is as Briscoe makes a great play in the open field. Tulane will take over possession here again. Browning, nice run, gain of 8. Second and 2. Browning again, gets the first down. These guys are earning every yard. Bueno in motion, jet pass to him, not going to get to the outside. Those plays either work or they do not work at all. Kinsler, great effort there. 2nd and 14, now you're playing kind of in a dangerous spot. Chin takes the snap. Going to take a big sack now, a 3rd and 24. Is it even worth throwing something here? Tulane just going to hand it off. Browning gets 6. West Virginia's defensive front making plays. Caver shanks that punt. All for a fair catch. West Virginia's at negative rushing yards. They are throwing it all over the yard. Come on, keep making plays, defense. Underneath, great open field tackle from Jordan. This will also one. Underneath, good tackle there from John Bickley. It'll be a 3rd and 2. Come on. The defense got another stop. This time it's John out in the slot. So it's going to be a run, but Ishmael and company lock it down. Do they go for it here? They're going to decide to punt. Oh, man, what a game. That is not a great punt. Tulane's going to have good field position here. First and 10. Crack toss, got the block there, but linebackers are just flying all over the field. 2nd and 7. This is becoming a problem. 10 takes the snap. Campanero catches it. Balls forward, gets the first down. Jen takes it. Going to try to get this out to Bueno again, and number 2 brings it in. He's inside the 10. Trey Bueno, we've been waiting for his next big explosive game. Today has been the day. West Virginia running a lot of press. That time, Chin able to strike yet again. Use your players. Give them opportunities to make plays. First and goal. Tulane trying to take their first lead of the game. Jet pass to Peppers. Going to take it to the outside with speed. He's into the end zone, and Tulane takes their first lead here on the road, the number 2 team in the country. Looking to go up 4. Extra point is up. It is good. Tulane on a 21-3 run here. Elmke now going to kick it away. 4-point lead. Tulane's defense seems, at least right now, to have kind of found itself. And they continue to do so. 2 tight ends. This is going to be a run. Thomas is out there. Nice job defensively. A gain of 2. Going to be a draw play. Nice job there from Free in Washington. 3rd and 8. John this time is in the slot. Got Beaver in line. Underneath Tulane's defense. What a possession there. Washington, really nice set of downs. Doesn't get to play a lot, but he's in there on that base defense. Doucette calls for the fair catch. Tulane looking to keep the good times rolling here. Try to give themselves a little separation. They go back to this 4-wide pistol set. And it is going to be a handoff here to Browning. It's a gain of 3. I'll take us to the 4th quarter with Tulane up 4, heading into the 4th. Monster day from Bueno. Peppers has gotten to the end zone. Muhammad and Campanero have looked solid in this one. And Celeste Chin and this Tulane offense take care of the football. Get some more points on the board here. Chin takes the snap. Campanero underneath, got some room to run, easily gets the first down. This offense has looked pretty good here in this second half. Hard to complain. It's a handoff to Browning. Showing some patience. Finds the hole, gets a gain of 4. Chin's going to take the snap. Oh, try to get that to Muhammad, but got hit again. 3rd and 6. Chin takes the snap, tries to fit that in. It's going to get picked off. West Virginia getting momentum back is Bo Schreiner, sophomore out of Alabama. Chin just tried to fit that into a tight spot. You start to get a little worried with how this offensive line is blocked. Your clock starts going a little bit faster. Good run here. Probably the best run of the day for West Virginia. It's a gain of 9. They now go empty again. You never know what you're getting out of West Virginia today. Going to be a quarterback draw. Fuller all over it. A loss of 4. It's going to set them back. 3rd and 5. Come on. When the pass rush get there, and they save the Celeste Chin interception. He's been so good today. Got a wide open guy on the left side. Contact. Amerson gets there and knocks it away. West Virginia has to punt again. Time is starting to tick down. Roughly 9 minutes left in this one. Doucette got no chance at returning that one. A pretty solid punt. Tulane takes over at their own 15. So another toss out to Browning. Good block set up. Browning still going. Heinrich still hadn't hit anybody on that play. Browning nearing the century mark. A lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage. Peppers in motion. It's a jet pass to him. Gets the initial block. It's going to be a hold. It'll get called back. On Bueno on the outside there. They're not going to miss that one. That's going to be a 1st and 15. Back at your own 26. Leslie Chin with the crucial mistake on the last drive. It's a screen to him, and it's set up. Browning's going to get the first down. Perfect time to call that one. It sparks a big play. 1st and 10. Finnerty is out there. Finnerty gets a touch. Is going to get some room to run. First down. They're going to call a fumble on that. Tulane does recover it. I think he was down. Yeah, definitely down. Not that it matters because we recovered anyway, but just for stat purposes. Now Browning's back out there, just one play break. Browning's going to get the ball again. First down on back-to-back runs. He's now over the century mark. Carry to Browning. Gain of 1. Tulane really wants to put this game on ice. Chin takes it. It's going to give Bueno a chance, but he throws it out of bounds. 3rd and 9. In the middle of no man's land here. Muhammad comes in motion. Screen to him. Muhammad can't get through there. Sending Helmke out for another field goal now. I think he missed another one. He sneaks it through and it's good. Just barely got enough leg behind that one. But it is now a touchdown lead for Tulane over West Virginia. 24-17, Tulane looking to remain undefeated. Trying to get away from this upset trouble they have been in throughout this entire afternoon. Big possession. Huge possession for West Virginia. It's going to be a counter to Thomas. Stopped by Free and company. 2nd and 10. Underneath. Oh, is able to be explosive. Make something out of that. So a 3rd and inches here. Do they run the football here? Or do they quick pass out to the left side? They are going to RPO it, and it is a nice play there to the left side. Jolly on the tackle. West Virginia close to midfield. It's a run. Nice run on the outside. Great tackle from Jolly as Thomas is about to get out of here. What West Virginia's doing is they're running a ton of clock off right now. A ton of clock off. You're making this the possession. RPO, first down. Back in bounds, the clock's going to keep rolling. Play a read option this time. All over him. Takes a hit there from Briscoe. 2nd and 7. Their running back's exhausted. It's a pass. Beaver. He is so good. He is a freak. He might be the best player that we played this entire season. He is a monster. 1st and 10. Play action. Over the top. Picked off by Caleb Amerson in the back of the end zone. West Virginia took a shot when they didn't need to, and Caleb Amerson makes his big play of the game. The single biggest play of the afternoon comes from Caleb Amerson as West Virginia, and Wilkins, who's been so good today, takes a shot to the end zone, and the true freshman comes down with a crucial interception in the back of the end zone. Now can Tulane on offense run out this clock. Browning, gain of 4. Finnerty is now out there. Straight ahead running, falls forward, gets 2. It's now a 3rd and 4. Jen takes the snap. Gonna work this over to Bueno. He makes sure he makes the grab. Gets the first down, the clock. Gonna roll now to the 2-minute warning. West Virginia's gonna have to start using their timeouts now. Get another first down. Jen, it's a handoff to Browning. He breaks the first tackle, gets a gain of 9, forces a timeout. It's really like not a bad thing that he didn't get the first down there. Back to Browning. Gets the first down. West Virginia calls their second timeout. This game is getting close. And Tulane survive. So run to Finnerty. Gets the blocking, and Finnerty's going to get another first down. West Virginia takes the timeouts. I think we can run the clock out. I always kind of struggle to know when you can kneel it and the game just give you the victory. But Tulane survives the upset bid. They fell behind 14-0 after the first quarter. Had a nice second quarter, big third quarter, hung on in the fourth. Excellent defense over the last 3 quarters. Trey Bueno making those really big plays down the field. 8 catches, $180, 2 scores. He's the best player in the country. Don't care what anybody says. So dynamic, so fast. Beaver, probably the single most impressive player that we have played this entire year. Credit to him. But it is Caleb Amerson who is going to be our thumbnail player of the game. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Take a thumbnail for him. We'll do something like that. His eyes closed. No. Something like that. Big time victory though. Man, what a game. Hung on. I mean, we dusted them offensively. The Celestia Chin interception ended up being evened out later. They were a little bit better than us on third down. We were not great on third down in this one. Just really found some big passing plays. Ended up being the big thing. Celestia Chin 23 of 32, 292, 3 tuds and an interception. Browning $121 on the ground. Finnerty was okay. The really nice big first down run there at the end to seal the game. Bueno, of course, was great. Browning was solid out of the backfield. Muhammad and Campanero were solid. Peppers got into the end zone, really didn't do anything else. Myrtle had a big first down for us as well. Offensive line got beat a ton, had some penalties, gave up some sacks, allowed too much pressure on Celestia Chin, but was really good in the run game and was really solid throughout the entire second half. But a rough first half for them for sure. Tackles, Kilgo, Free, Jordan, Jolly, and Briscoe and Bickley end up leading the way. From that standpoint, A lot of tackles for loss here. Fuller, Ishmael, Lucian, and Kilgo, each with 2 apiece. Then Free, Briscoe, and Jordan also got into that action. Ishmael, 1.5 sacks. Lucian, 1 sack. And then a half sack there for Fuller. Interception, Caleb Amerson, massive play. We have got to get Larry Free intercepting passes. Thankfully, the missed field goal attempt here for Helmke did not come back to bite us. Thankfully, we did make one as well. Just barely got that one in. West Virginia, Wilkins, 27-37, 261, 2 touchdowns and interception. He forced a pass there at the end. I don't think he had any business doing. Did a lot here with pretty much 0 run game throughout the entire game. Paris John, nice game. Beaver, he's great. That is a big-time superstar player there. Thomas and Reynald also had their moments. Defensively, we had Triner was really, really good today. 14 tackles, a tackle for loss, and interception. Easy had 14 tackles. They didn't get in the backfield as much as us, but they certainly did at times too. Simple had a really good game here. 2 tackles for loss and a sack and a half. They had 2 sacks in total, and Triner, of course, got the interception, but Tulane comes out on top and gets a massive victory. Good to see that. Let's advance to see what we got. Should get some commits, I would think, here. At that point in the year, I would think we add somebody. We don't, again. Okay. Closing in on 2 quarterback recruits. Trey Bueno is your Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week. He does not win it nationally. We're still at number 2. I guess that means Georgia won their game. Week 12, top 25 action. We had Rice over North Texas, and a tight game there on the road. Kennesaw State rebounds after their loss, gets a victory there. TCU upsets Kansas 24-11 there at home. Florida over Mississippi State. Houston over Colorado. Colorado struggling over this last little bit here of the season. Liberty over New Mexico State, Clemson over SMU, Nevada over Air Force, Oregon over Penn State in a tough game. Tennessee over Oklahoma in a real tight one there on the road. Oklahoma State rebounds, gets a victory over Utah. USC big over UCLA. Jack State over Louisiana Tech. Ohio State over Minnesota. Georgia does beat Kentucky by 10. Temple over UTSA. Michigan over Maryland. Arkansas State barely over South Alabama. Notre Dame over Cal. Georgia Tech over Duke. Indiana over Illinois. And Texas A&M by 7 over a 4-7 Texas team that's only won 1 game in the SEC. Let's take a look at the stats here. Celestia Chin over 3,300 yards, 28 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Did throw one in this game, tried to force something on a 3rd down. Got to be careful with that. Finnerty, of course, continues to break through. He gets better every single year. Finnerty has looked good. I think I said Finnerty to begin with Browning. Bueno, great game for him. 2 touchdowns. He's up to 16 now in the season. Peppers got to the end zone. Campanero had a couple of drops, but they were really, really tough catches, so I'm not blaming him at all for that. Browning and Muhammad. Then from a tackle perspective, Free, Kilgo, Jordan, Briscoe, and Jolly lead the way. If you want to see somebody in particular, you can pause and take a look. And then tackles for loss, you got Lucian with 22, Ishmael, Kilgo, Cantu, and Fuller now all in the double digits. Sacks is Lucian with 12.5, Ishmael 8.5, Fuller with 5.5, Cantu with 4. Interceptions, then Briscoe with 4, Bickley with 4. Amerson is now tied with Jolly for 3rd with 3. Then Jordan and Ficken also. And the next time I see you guys in this series, we will be hosting TCU. Great to have a game at home. Top 25 matchup here to close out the season. A little weird seeing them in the top 25 when they're 3-4. But yeah, if you enjoy the content, like, subscribe. Check out my Seattle Mariners franchise on MLB The Show 25 and my Atlanta Hawks franchise on NBA 2K 25. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, peace.